In the previous chapter, we learned the simple shape of the practice. We learned how to sit, how to settle the body, and how to let a single sacred phrase rise and fall with the breath. That was the doorway. Now we step through it. Going deeper does not mean adding new techniques on top of the old ones. It means doing the same simple thing with more honesty, more patience, and a softer heart. In the path of Rumi and the Sufis, depth is not a matter of effort piling on effort. It is a matter of trust, of letting the remembrance carry you instead of carrying it. The first thing that changes as you go deeper is your relationship to repetition. At the beginning, the dhikr feels like something you are saying. You pronounce the name, you notice it, you bring your attention back when it wanders. But if you stay with it day after day, a quiet shift begins. The phrase starts to say itself. You find it turning inside you when you wake in the night, when you wash the dishes, when you walk to your door. The Sufis call this the moment when the dhikr moves from the tongue to the heart. You are no longer the one remembering. You are the one being remembered. To support this, the masters teach us to slow down. Most beginners repeat too quickly, as if speed were progress. Going deeper means almost the opposite. Let the name lengthen. Let there be space around it, a pause where nothing is added and nothing is grasped. In that pause, something listens. Rumi often spoke of silence as the true language of the soul, and he ended many of his poems by falling quiet, signing them with the word silence itself. The repetition is not the goal. The repetition is the boat. The silence between the words is the sea. The second thing that deepens is attention to meaning. In the early days, it is enough to repeat the phrase with sincerity. Later, you begin to taste it. If the remembrance is of the beloved, you let the longing in the word grow warm. You are not analyzing it. You are leaning toward it the way a plant leans toward light. Rumi describes the whole created world as full of yearning, the reed crying because it was cut from the reed bed, the wave reaching for the ocean it never truly left. When you remember with feeling, you join that great homesickness. The phrase stops being a sound and becomes an ache, and the ache, strangely, becomes sweet. The third deepening is the loosening of the self. This is the heart of the whole path, and it cannot be forced. As the remembrance grows steady, the busy manager inside you, the one always commenting and worrying and defending, begins to quiet. You catch glimpses of moments where there is the remembering but no one standing apart to claim it. The Sufis speak of fana, the passing away of the small separate self, like a candle flame disappearing in the blaze of the noon sun. The candle is not destroyed. It is simply no longer noticed because the greater light has swallowed its little glow. You do not make this happen. You make room for it. Here a word of guidance matters greatly. As you go deeper, gentleness becomes more important, not less. The ego is clever, and it will try to turn even your spiritual progress into a new possession. It will whisper that you are advancing, that you are becoming someone special. The remedy is the same humility you began with. Whenever you notice pride creeping in, return to the name as a beggar returns to a generous door, empty-handed and grateful. The deeper path is not a ladder you climb to look down on others. It is a slow bowing, lower and lower, until the head touches the ground and the heart finally opens. It also helps at this stage to let the practice spill beyond the cushion. The Sufis never meant for remembrance to stay locked in a quiet room. They worked, traded, raised children, and remembered God in the middle of all of it. As your sitting practice deepens, carry the thread of the name into ordinary moments. A breath at a red light, a silent phrase before you speak in anger, a glance of gratitude before you eat. The line between practice and life grows thin, and one day you notice it has vanished entirely. So this is what going deeper truly means. Not collecting experiences, not chasing states, not measuring yourself against others. It means returning to the same humble remembrance again and again, until the one who remembers and the one who is remembered are no longer felt as two. The technique was always simple. What deepens is you, softening, opening, coming home to a place you never actually left. Rumi promised that the wound is the place where the light enters. the deeper you go, the more you see that your longing itself was the light, calling you back from the very start. In the next chapter, we will turn to the body, to the breath, and to the subtle role they play in this remembrance. We will see how attention rides on the breath, how posture either frees or hinders the heart, and how the Sufis used movement, stillness, and the rhythm of breathing to let the practice take root in flesh and bone as well as in spirit.